Jesus preaches everybody is redeemable. I mean, I've had a lot of people say you need to limit to a certain type of case so that you can be marketable, you know, it's trendy, whatever. No, we're taking murders, we're taking SOs, we're taking...
Yeah, I don't know that criminal defense is marketable or trendy.
you know, the drugs and the human trafficking now.
Gotham City, man. It's Gotham City.
I mean, you talk about the need. I mean, we have an overwhelming need for indigent defense, not just here in Harris County, but all across the country. And, you know, we have very good lawyers who take on court-appointed cases. You know, in the federal courts, we have some of the best lawyers around who are on the CJA panel taking cases. And, you know, they're a complement to the public defender's office. On the flip side, in state court, we have a mix of very, very good lawyers taking criminal appointments and some lawyers who really just mail it in. And you know, and there's a couple of those in federal court. I don't think you find them in near the percentage that you do in the state court side, but you have those that will fight as hard as they were if they were retained on a case, even if they were appointed. And then you have those that do the bare minimum. And I've always said that the way you could really turn this on your head is if you had an organization like yours who was well funded, who was able to just go in and say, we don't care, we're funded, and we're going to do whatever we can to help these people. It would wreck the system, because what people don't understand, what the people who are out there, who, as you described, Julio, the lily white Republican base who, you know, doesn't maybe deal with this on a daily basis, the times they do have to deal with it, the times they do have a family member that gets arrested, or they themselves have to go through the system, you know what the first thing they say to me when they come to hire me, or to any other lawyer that they come to hire? This ain't America. This ain't the America I know. Well, no, it's not the America you know, because you've been living in a different America for 99% of the time. And you don't see what goes on day to day. You don't see what happens down at the courthouse, and what happens to people who don't have means who come through the system, and how they get treated, how they aren't represented the same. And so, I mean, there's an opportunity here, I feel like, if y'all can get the funding. And one of the things, I don't know, have y'all thought about employing law students to help out with this?
Yeah, we take interns every summer, actually.
Well, but I mean, even beyond just interns, I mean, you can get, as a third-year lawyer, you can get a bar card and try cases if you have a licensed lawyer sitting next to you.
Right.
And I mean, what do we complain about as a profession? What do we constantly complain about as a profession? That lawyers don't have on-the-job training. That you come out as a third-year lawyer and you're completely worthless. And big firms pay people who have never even questioned a witness or tried a case or done anything. They pay them $160,000 a year right out of law school. Where you got people now hanging up their shingle because there are no places of employment, and they're just, you know, there's no barrier to entry in criminal defense, so they're just taking cases, much to the detriment, I think, of clients. And if they could hook on with an organization like yours, get some experience, have you know, a more experienced lawyer sit with them. You know, I can see so many possibilities for this.
Yeah.
So many possibilities.
Yeah, and just, you know, plug to the South Texas new criminal defense clinic. Like, what they are doing is creating the exact kind of lawyers that we also want to create.
Right.
So it's going to take multi-angle views. And I do want to back up, sorry, just real quick, one thing you touched on before.
No, absolutely.
I don't mean to question court-appointed attorneys by what we're doing. There are great attorneys. I don't care how good of an attorney you are. If you're taking 500 felonies, you're not going to be able to provide adequate counsel to that person. So it's not anti-court-appointed attorney. It's just the system is overloading them, and if there are defendants falling to those cracks, like, that's the slack we got to pick up and flip that on its head, right?